saying live. That's it,
Okay.
you're live, you're speaking now.
Okay. And good morning and welcome to the start of the Junior Inter-County Swimming 2024. Yeah, they'll switch it off and they don't...
Yeah, that'd be an idea.
Yeah. But just... Is that working okay then? I've just switched it off again.
Green lights are on. Down.
And we're just about ready to get started now, so the ceremony and the march on will be starting in a couple of seconds.
So thank you very much to Shetland for joining us. Okay, let's get started because I can see you're already melting up there first thing on a Sunday morning. So let's get started. I want to welcome on our officials this morning, led by our referee, Derek Allen.
And we're going through the normal start for all swimming events where the officials come on first. In a couple of moments there should be the teams marching on to their own chosen tunes.
That is our officials for today. Okay. Last minute attention. So it's time to meet our teams. So please put your hands together. Make some noise for the Junior Inter-County 2024 Shetland Swim Team.
And the visiting Shetland swim team lead off to start.
Junior Inter-County 2024 Orkney Swim Team.
And now here comes the Orkney swim team. On paper, certainly it could be the closest match that there's been for many a year here. The Orkney team have got quite a range of experience here this year, so we're hoping to see a pretty close run competition. But there's nothing like the Inter-County to produce a few surprises. And sometimes some exceptional personal best times as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, present to you, led by their captains, Fraser Burton and Eve Wood, the Orkney Junior Inter-County team. And we'd like to thank Helen Whaley, who made all those octopuses, for handing over. So thank you very much. Now, if I could just, for a couple of minutes, have everybody's attention for a very brief safety announcement. There are no fire drills planned for this morning, so if the fire drill goes, can you guys head out the back?
So we'll just go through the normal procedures before the start-up of the competition itself.
There are no glass bottles allowed on poolside or in the spectator area, and no use of photo or video capturing equipment in the changing
As
room.
usual, the spectators gallery is absolutely
We
packed out here.
request that we don't use foghorns for the majority of the gala this morning. Can we save them for the relay at the end? But only after the starting gun's gone. So no foghorns until the gala at the end. Okay, we will just get ourselves sorted and we'll be back with you soon. Thank you.
Right, and now the swimmers will go and get themselves ready for the first event, which is the male open 100 metres freestyle, but sorry, I'm losing the words here, 100 metres butterfly, and we'll have Craig Burton in lane 2, Magnus Bullock in lane 3, Alfie Price lane 4, and Lockie Bullock in lane 5. Craig Burton is a change to the original swim programme, and he's stepping in at the last minute as a substitution for one of the Orkney swimmers in this event. So there's always last minute changes made just to make sure that the teams get their maximum number of points from the swims. So the competition's scheduled to start at 9:45, so once the swimmers have gone through their pre-swim rituals, then we'll get them ready on the poolside to get started. The junior intercounty is always a very interesting event because it puts quite a lot of pressure on swimmers, not so much just because of the nature of the competition, but the very short turnover time that they have between swimming and their next event. So you'll find that some swimmers are up and swimming very, very soon after they've just had a previous swim. So you could see somebody doing a couple of 100-metre swims within about 3 events of each other, which is quite a lot of stress, but it also, I think, shows the incredible level of fitness and endurance that some of these swimmers have. And just to maybe point out the level of this competition, you'll see that some of the swimmers on the actual swim roster today are both district and national swimmers, and some of them have got championship sort of like medals for this as well.
How's the score look?
Oh,
Special mention to North Orkney, who as well as being silver sponsors, have sponsored the Junior Inter-County Swim Team Kit. Without our sponsors, nothing like this would be possible. So please put your hands together for all sponsors. Thank you.
Right, in a couple of moments we'll see the first swimmers coming up for the 100-metre butterfly event, starting with the male's 100-metre butterfly, followed by the female 100-metre butterfly. You may notice as well that once the competition starts, there's a very, very rapid turnaround for all of the swims. That they'll be in the water, they'll be out, and then the next event will go. So this can actually take place very, very quickly indeed. I would leave it till you get. I'll get a score from the. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just taking it off. One less. Sorry? Yep. How many taking away? I was going to say, do you have anything you want to say for the mic? The first swimmers are just about ready to come out now, and you'll see them lining up behind the blocks in a moment.
I think we are ready to begin. So we're going to begin with event 1, the male 100 meters butterfly. And in lane 2, for Orkney, Craig Burton.
So we've got Craig Burton, a change to the original swim programme, followed by Magnus Bullock in lane 3, Alfie Price in lane 4 for Orkney, and Lockie Bullock in lane 5 for Shetland. Well, the junior inter-county record for this is 57.71 seconds, and we've got Magnus and Alfie within about 2 seconds of this, so this will be interesting to see how it works. Underway. And although it's 100 metres, an awful lot of this race relies just on starts and turns because they can get maximum speed under the water. So we'll just watch this with Magnus and Alfie neck and neck for the first 75 metres. And we've got Magnus ahead first, and then we've got Alfie second, followed by Lockie, and then Craig in lane 2 here. But it's neck and neck at the moment between lane 2 Magnus and lane 4 Alfie. This could go any way, it will all be in the touch, but I think that Magnus is just there. Yes, I think Magnus could have this. It'll just be in a matter of stroke before the end. Although here's Alfie making a comeback. Oh, and here's Alfie Price coming in here. I think he's going to make it. Oh, and it's just in the touch there. According to the scoreboard anyway, that was lane 4 got the touch, which was Alfie in 1 minute 50:00:51, and then Magnus on 1:00:61, followed by lane 5, which was Lockie, and then lane 2, which was Craig. So that was a very, very exciting start. Very, very good swims by the guys indeed. Well done to them all. Now, if that looked tiring, just consider some of these guys have got to go back in the water in about 10 minutes. Now it's the female 100 fly, and what we have here is in lane 2 for Orkney, we'll have Amelia Tomlin. In lane 3 for Shetland, we have Rona Anderson. Lane 4 for Orkney, Jenna Clapham. And lane 5, we've got Angelika Samahawalova. Okay, and the swimmers just doing their last minute preparation before they're under starters orders. Okay, a small technical hitch with the starting machinery, so can be a bit unnerving for the swimmers, but they're all used to this. They've all swum at the district and national level. And a good start there, and again they're absolutely neck and neck going up the first 25. And I think that was Rona just touching there in lane 3 first, but it's very, very close between Rona and Jenna at the moment. So again, we'll see what can turn out at the end of this. So it looks like Rona's just about half a body length ahead going into the second turn, followed very closely by Jenna. Then we've got Amelia and Angelica both turning. But again, very, very close, but it looks like Rona's extending her lead here. So at the moment we've got Rona. Yes, Rona's into the first turn, then Jenna, and then Angelica and Amelia. So it's all very, very close. It looks like Rona's going to be a clear winner for this, but it's the second and third that's important now. Yes, it's got Rona first. We've got Angelica coming up here to take second, followed by Jenna and then Amelia. So good swims all round. Again, it's very strong starts from both teams, but we're looking at a field here where both teams are very strong indeed, and there's a huge range of experience within this, within both teams here. So now the officials and timekeepers are putting in the backstroke ledges. These are to help the backstroke swimmers to start off the side there, because otherwise the side can be very slippery, but it also gives them, I suppose, an underwater equivalent of a starting block. And again, backstroke, very technical stroke indeed, so it's something that you need to watch out for your swimmers, because off of these starts they can get very big underwaters indeed, but they have to watch they don't go for the 12.5 metre line. That's the halfway line, because otherwise that could lead to disqualification. So it's the male 100 metres backstroke as event 3.
The male 100 metres backstroke in lane 2 for Orkney, Nathan Smith.
And the swimming lineup is, in lane 2 we've got Nathan Smith for Orkney. Lane 3 we've got Finlay Geddes for Shetland. Lane 4 Fraser Burton for Orkney. And in lane 5 Julian Oakridge. So, looking at the times, it looks like Finlay's probably the favourite for this one. However, as the saying goes, you can see a lot of things happen at the junior inter-county. And they're off big starts there. Fraser Burton still at the surface, and oh yes, they're all neck and neck. Lanes 3 and lane 4 into the first turn. So I think it's Finlay marginally ahead with Fraser very, very close to him. Then we've got Nathan, and then it's Julian. So as we go into the second turn here, we notice that Finlay's extending his lead a bit. And very good fluid turns there from good underwaters too. Then Fraser. So it's Finlay, Fraser, Nathan and Julian are just about half a body length within each other as well. So we'll see what this last 25 does. But it looks like Finlay's a clear winner here. Followed by Fraser. Followed by Nathan, and then we've got Julian. But we'll see how they do in the last length here. And here's Finlay going into the touch now. So that's Finlay touching in a 101, followed by Fraser, followed by Nathan, and then Julian. And 101.71, that looks like, if the time's correct, it looks like that's just a new record. But we'll have to get that verified by the referee and the recorders before we can say that for sure. So that could be a new inter-county record for Julian. Sorry, Finlay. As I said before, though, that's subject to verification by the judges and the timekeepers. Right, and now the judges are just getting the backstroke start ledges sorted again because they have to be removed in between events. So it's a female 100 metres backstroke now. And what we have here now is in lane 2 we've got Tamsin Blofield, in lane 3 we've got Bethany Irvin, in lane 4 we've got Eve Wood, and in lane 5 Caitlin Galbraith. Again, we've got an age range of 4 years between Tamsin and Bethany here, so this shows the kind of difference between junior inter-county and age group swimming. We've also got Eve Wood, who's a Scottish champion in a number of events, so this could be a very interesting swim. There we go. So again, and Eve surfacing again, really good start there, good underwater. And we've got Eve first, we've got Bethany second, we've got Tamsin third, and we've got Caitlin fourth at present. But it looks like Eve's clearly ahead here. The next 3 swimmers, it could go anyway at the moment. We'll see how the second 50 goes. At present it looks like it's Eve, then Bethany, then Tamsin, then Caitlin, but Tamsin and Caitlin will probably be battling it out for that place. And here goes Eve into the last 12 metres. And it looks like it's Eve, but it may be Caitlin here in lane 5 for Shetland. Looks like she's coming in here to take second place. And then it's just going to be in the touch, and oh. So that's Orkney, Shetland, and then Orkney. So it was a very close called thing there, but again it looks like there's a good couple of personal bests been swimming that as well, so good swims all round. Okay, so it's changed again. It's now the 100 metres breaststroke. And it's the male 100-metre breaststroke to start with. And in lane 2 we've got Magnus Kirkpatrick. In lane 3 we've got Tyler Coates. In lane 4 we've got Jack Wallace. And in lane 5 we've got Callum Preacher. And it looks like the swimmers are well psyched up for this, so this could be an interesting race. Underway, so again, some good starts there by the Orkney swimmers, Jack Wallace. But it's Jack's marginally ahead, but it's very, very close between lane 2 and lane 3, lane 4. So there's not much separating them. We're stretching out a little bit now, but we've got Jack, and he's really going for it here. And we've got Magnus and Tyler both battling it out here for second, so it's Magnus marginally ahead there at the moment. And just watching here, it's Jack first, we see Magnus second, then Tyler, and then Callum. And we'll see how this final 25 works out, so it looks like it's going to be Jack, then Magnus, then Tyler. Oh, 109.38, so that's just on Jack's PB time, followed by Magnus, and then Tyler, and then we have Callum. So that's first and second for Orkney, and 3 and 4 for Shetland. It looks like it's hotting up to be quite a close competition at the moment between these two teams. Now it's a female 100 metres breaststroke, and in lane 2 we've got Erin Fubister for Orkney, lane 3 Carrie Preacher for Shetland, lane 4 Caitlin Smith for Orkney, and lane 5 Sinew Bullock for Shetland. And again, very close with PB times here, so we'll have to see how this race works out. And they're all off again. Very good starts, good underwater work by all the swimmers, and it looks like it's Caitlin Smith's taking the race to start with here. And it's Caitlin and Carrie both touching pretty well at the same time. Then Erin and Signey. But it looks like Caitlin is just stretching ahead here by about, I would say, half a body length, or certainly a stroke within this. We'll see how the next 50 metres goes, but it's Caitlin first, Carrie second, Erin third, Sinew Bullock fourth. And there, Caitlin appears to be expanding that lead, so we shall see. And also, Erin looks like she might be catching Carrie, but I don't think that it's enough to get that second place. Yep. Although it looks like Carrie's got another bit of energy here, and we'll see if Caitlin can hold on to the end here. In fact, I think they're fighting, but they're both looking like they're going to be, but it looks like it's going to be Caitlin, then Carrie, then Erin, and now Signe. So well fought last 25 there. And again, the times indicate that they're sort of just on those PB times, so they really have been, putting everything into that. Great swims from everyone. Some very, very good races this year. There's Caitlin giving the crowd a wave there. Well done. And we're into the last of the 100-metre events now, which is the 100 metres freestyle for male first and then female.
Moving on to another class. Event 7, the male 100 metres freestyle. In lane 2 for Orkney, Fraser Burton.
So we've got Fraser Burton in lane 2 for Orkney, Magnus Bullock for Shetland in lane 3, Alfie Price for Orkney in lane 4, and Finlay Geddes in lane 5 for Shetland. Now this is going to be a very, very close race because all the swimmers are under 2 seconds of times with separating the whole lot, so that's going to more or less be in the touch. So very fast event, over very quickly. You can't afford to make any mistakes in it. Everything's got to be absolutely right. And they're away, and this will be over before you know it. It looks like Alfie's there out in the lead to start with. But again, they'll all turn almost identically. It looks like Alfie was just first, followed by Magnus. Then Finlay, then Fraser. But it looks like Alfie's really taking quite a lead here. But we'll see what Magnus has got lined up for the next 50, because has Alfie timed it right? And I think he may just have done it. Interestingly, Finlay's actually getting some grounding in here. But I think it looks like Alfie's got this in, and he is really powering along here. It looks like we've got Alfie first, then Magnus, and then Finlay and Fraser. That's 55.5 seconds for Alfie, which looks like, again, a PB time for him. Although I think the times that they have here are actually long course times, so they don't directly always translate to short course. But certainly a great swim there from Alfie. For being such a fast event, it's very, very controlled as well. Well, funnily enough, again, it's maybe worthwhile noticing that Alfie actually swam 100 metres butterfly at the start of the event, and that was less than 20 minutes ago. So just think about the fitness level of this guy. So again, here's Caitlin, just recently first place in the 100 metres breaststroke, going back to swim again. Then we've got Caitlin Smith in lane 2, Kylan Robertson in lane 3, and then we have Eve Wood in lane 4, and Kayla Johnson in lane 5. Again, Eve sitting there with a sub 60-second time. But as always, 100 meters freestyle, it can be extremely close and unexpected. And they're off on a great start from Eve there. She's hit the water well there. Now we've got Eve, and then it's neck and neck between Kaylin and Kayla. But it looks like Eve has got quite a reasonable lead here. So that was Eve, then Kaylin, then Kayla, and then Caitlin. It looks like Eve's got this, and it appears at present Shetland are 2 and 3. There we go, Eve cruising in there again, 59.91 for Eve. Then we've got Kaylin in 103, we've got Kayla 104, Caitlin 107. So again, great swims from everybody. So that's the 100 metre events over, and we're on to the 50s next. Now we'll just see whether or not the swimmers are going to have a break between this or whether they're going to go straight into it. So they have the same round of events again, but it's 50 metres, which is 2 lengths for you non-swimming people. And that's something that I think we'll probably have a break for a few minutes before they go on to that, because as you can see from the swimming schedule, some of these guys have had some really big swims in a really short period of time. So yeah, we're going to have a 15-minute break now. We'll be back with you soon. So the scores at the moment are Shetland 19.5, Orkney have 20.5, so there is 1 point in it. This could go right down to the last relays to see who takes the overall championship.
This is anybody's cup at the moment, so we'll just get ourselves ready to start the second half. Thank you.
Okay, so we're on to event 9 now, after that break. So we've got Jack Wallace, male 50 metres freestyle. Sorry, I'll have to start again. It must be the close scores that's making me lose my train of thought here. So, event 9, we've got the male open 50 metres butterfly, and in lane 2 for Orkney it's Jack Wallace, lane 3 it's Magnus Bullock for Shetland, lane 4 Alfie Price for Orkney, and lane 5 Lockie Bullock for Shetland. And again, times very close, so the outcome of this will just depend on how quick they are off the blocks and how good their turn is. And they're away. On the surface, and it looks like it's Magnus and Alfie absolutely fingertips separating them. And they just keep an eye on this to see how it's going, but it looks like Magnus might be pulling this back at the moment. And I would not like to call this touch. Oh, and it looks like Alfie got the touch there, followed by Magnus. So it could not be. There was 1/100th of a second separating them by the scoreboard there. Now that was quite a swim there by the Orkney and Shetland swimmers. Well done to everyone. I think we're looking at such a close point separation. Every single half point is going to be fought over now. And bear in mind, some of these swimmers have got to go again, and the rest period that they're going to have is not going to be great. A lot of it will depend on their ability to recover and get back in again. So we've got the female 50 butterfly now, and we've got Caitlin Smith for Orkney in lane 2, Rona Anderson in lane 3 for Shetland, Eve Wood for Orkney in lane 4, and Angelika Somhavlova for Shetland in lane 5. So, again on paper by PB times, there's not much separating the swimmers at all. And they're off, and again it's Eve ahead there by about half a body length, and it looks like it's Eve touching first, then Caitlin very close to her, then Rona, and then Angelika. So we'll see how this second 25 goes, but they really are tearing down the pool there. The two Orkney girls are ahead here, so we've got Eve first, then we've got Caitlin second, followed by Rona, and then Angelika. So again, some fantastic swims there. They really are putting everything into this today. Well done to everybody again. Some great times there. Right, next event coming up is the male 50 metres backstroke, and we'll have Nathan Smith for Orkney in lane 2, Finlay Geddes in lane 3 for Shetland, Fraser Burton in lane 4 for Orkney, and Lockie Bullock in lane 5 for Shetland. Just give the timekeepers and officials a chance to put in the backstroke pledges again, and then we'll be off. The turnaround of these events can be very, very rapid indeed, considering most of them are done in about 30 seconds. No, I haven't seen a junior inter-county swimming event this close for quite a few years. So here we go for the male 50 metres backstroke. And we've got Nathan Smith for Orkney in lane 2, Finlay Geddes for Shetland in lane 3, Fraser Burton in lane 4 for Orkney, and in lane 5 Lockie Bullock for Shetland. And that's all four swimmers exactly level as they go in. It looks like Finlay is ahead there. I think Finlay got the first turn, then it's anybody can say what the next ones are. So we've got Finlay coming, but this is very, very close indeed. It looks like it's going to be Finlay, but then I think it's going to be Nathan, and then Fraser, and then Lockie. So again, very close indeed, but it looks like it was Shetland first, Orkney second and third, and Shetland fourth. The next event's the female 50-metre backstroke, and we'll have in lane 2 for Orkney, Tamsin Blofield, in lane 3 for Shetland, Rona Anderson, in lane 4 for Orkney, Eve Wood, and in lane 5 for Shetland, Kaelin Robertson.
Moving on to event 12, female 50 metres backstroke. In lane 2 for Orkney, Tamsin Blofield.
Okay, so the swimmers are coming on now, and here we have Tamsin, who'll be in lane 2. And we've got Rona Anderson for Shetland, who'll be in lane 3. And Eve Wood in lane 4 for Orkney. And lane 5, Kaelin Robinson for Shetland. And there they go, and it looks like it's going to be Eve. Yes, Eve surfaced well ahead of the field there. But there's everything to swim for here because she's just had a swim about 2 minutes ago. So you've got Eve first, then it looks like it's Rona. It looks like Tamsin and Kaelin are very, very close. So we get Eve first, then we've got Rona, then Kaelin, and then Tamsin. So again, that's one for Orkney, 2-3 Shetland, and 4 Orkney. Okay, and again, that just takes us directly into the next event, which is the male 50 metres breaststroke. So again, we've got some very, very close swims to look forward to.
Moving on to event 13, the male 50 metres breaststroke. In lane 2 for Orkney, Magnus Kirkpatrick.
So the next event, the male 50 metres breaststroke, and in 2 for Orkney we have Magnus Kirkpatrick. In lane 3 we've got Magnus Bulla in lane 3 for Shetland. Lane 4, Jack Wallace for Orkney. And lane 5 for Shetland, Tyler Coates. So again, times are too close to call the race until it's completed. And away they go. Let's see who's surfacing. So first 3 strokes, it's lane 2, 3 and 4, very close. But we'll see how this works out when they get into the turn there. It looks like Jack and Magnus both turning absolutely neck and neck. It looks a bit like Magnus is slightly further ahead, but I think here's Jack pulling back. Oh, it's going to be in the touch, but oh, and that was so close again. That was so. That's again lanes 4 and 3. So that's Orkney, Shetland, Shetland, Orkney again. Very, very close. Yeah, I know. So the next event is the female 50 metres breaststroke, and in lane 2 we'll have Erin Fubister for Orkney. We'll have in lane 3 Carrie Preacher for Shetland. Lane 4 Caitlin Smith for Orkney. And in lane 5 Kayla Johnson for Shetland.
Moving on to event 14, the female 50 metres breaststroke.
So going by the times here, it looks like Carrie has a maybe 3-second advantage, but the next 3 spaces there's about a couple of hundreds of seconds separating them. And the singers go. Maybe a slight twitch there on lane 4 from Caitlin before the start, but it doesn't seem to have affected the start of the race. Well, we've got Carrie touching first, then Caitlin turning. But it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take Carrie. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, and yes, Shetland seem to have managed to have just got there again. 37.46 for the first place, 37.59 for the second. Then we've got lane 2 of Erin, and then we've got lane 5. So again, it's Shetland, Orkney, Orkney, Shetland. So fantastic swims from them. They've just put everything into that. It's a level of physical stress that the swimmers can put themselves under with this and still come back to swim about 2 minutes later is absolutely fantastic.
Okay. Moving on to event 15, the male 50 metres freestyle. In lane 1, lane 2, for Orkney, Fraser Burton.
So the next and final 50 metre swims are the male 50 metres freestyle. So in lane 2 we've got Fraser Burton for Orkney, lane 3 for Shetland, Magnus Buller, lane 4 for Orkney, Alfie Price, and lane 5 for Shetland from Lee Geddes. And again, there is nothing separating these swimmers at all in times, so it will very much depend on their form and how they sort of how they start and swim the race. We've seen some really excellent technique from these swimmers today. They're not losing their calm under pressure. And the swimmers are off there. And again, massively long strokes there from Alfie, pulling himself through the water. But again, it looks like it's Alfie, Magnus, very, very close. Very, very close, Fraser and Finley as well. But it looks like Alfie is going to take this. But then in the touch, yep. So it's Orkney first. Then we've got Magnus in lane 3 for Shetland, lane 5 Finley, and then Fraser for Orkney. And again, hundreds of seconds separating everybody, so tremendous swims from them all. The fantastic high standard of swimming that we're seeing here today in the pool. And as you see, Magnus and Fraser just coming out of the pool there, and Finley for that matter. They've actually got a 50-metre freestyle swim separating that between them going back in and doing 100 metres IM. So now we've got the female 50 metres freestyle, and in lane 2 we've got Caitlin Smith, who is just swimming in the 50 metres breaststroke. Lane 3 we've got Carrie Preacher for Shetland, also just swam 50 metres breaststroke. Lane 4 Eve Wood for Orkney, and then we've got Kayla Johnson, who has just swum 50 metres breaststroke as well. So think about what they must be feeling like at the moment. The swimmers just getting themselves ready and ready to go under starters orders. And again, very fast start there. And there's Eve away. Again, Eve, longer reaching strokes and into the turn first, and followed by Caitlin, Carrie and Kayla. But it looks like it's going to be Eve here taking the first. But it's between Caitlin and Carrie here, and in the touch there. So that's lane 4 first, which is Eve, lane 5 Kayla, then lane 3, which is Carrie, and then Caitlin. So that's Orkney, Shetland, Orkney. So I think we're probably going to have a break to give these swimmers a chance to recover, because they've got to go back and swim 100 metres IM. And then after that, they've got a 200-metre freestyle relay to finish off with, so they do need a bit of recovery time. So 5 minutes break for all the swimmers at the moment. just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming back here. I think she might just about take carry. It's going to be a tremendously close finish. Oh, but it looks like Caitlin's coming.
And we had another junior inter-county record broken by Eastwood in the 50 backstroke. Well done.
Okay, that's the break over with now. So we've got the male 100 metres IM, and in lane 2 for Orkney we've got Fraser Burton. In lane 3 for Shetland we've got Magnus Buller. In lane 4 for Orkney we've got Jack Wallace, and in lane 5 we've got Finlay Geddes. And Magnus is the current record holder for us, so we'll see if this competition brings out another record for him today. 101.90 is what he's looking for, 2023. Okay, so it's IM. That's 25 fly, 25 back, 25 breast, 25 free. Again, quite technical in the way that you have to do the turns and the likes, because it can make a tremendous difference to how you actually, your overall time. And because quite a few of the swimmers have got specialist strokes or 1 week stroke, it's difficult to call until right to the very end. But at the moment it looks like we've got Finlay touching first, then we've got Magnus, then we've got Jack, then we've got Fraser. But now breaststroke is the next leg, so Jack will pull back in the breaststroke here. But it looks like Finlay is still in the lead at the moment, but both Jack and Magnus have pulled back there, so it'll be in the freestyle leg. So it'll just depend on who gets it, but we've got Jack here. And Jack is really tearing in here, but it looks like we've still got Magnus. We'll probably just get the touch there, so yeah. So it's Shetland, Orkney, Shetland, Orkney. Very, very close, and that's... Again, I think the sheer pressure of events starting to show there, because the times are a reasonable bit out from their PB times. But you can imagine what they've been through to get here, and they must be feeling it a lot now in the water. I bet they all sleep well tonight. The number of swims some of these guys have done today, just one after the other. Imagine doing a 100 metre sprint and then saying, right, you got a minute, then go and do it again. Okay, well done to all the swimmers. So they've really, really put everything into this and shown us a tremendous display of really, really high level swimming. Now it's a female event, so the female 100 metres IM, and in lane 2 we've got Jenna Clapham, in lane 3 we've got Rona Anderson from Shetland. Then we've got Eve Wood for Orkney in lane 4, and in lane 5 we've got Kayla Johnson for Shetland. So again, I think we're going to find a very close run event here. I think Eve has a slight advantage on her seed time. But as the saying goes, we'll see when the race takes place. Up and they're away, and very good underwater there from Eve, so technically she only does 12.5 metres or so of fly, which can save a lot of energy. So it looks like it's Eve, then Jenna, then Rona, then Kayla. This will change quite a bit when they go into the breaststroke leg, but at the moment it looks like Orkney, Shetland. So Eve turns, then Jenna turning just in second, and then Rona in third, Kayla in fourth, Now this is telling where the breaststroke specialists can make a big difference to the overall event. But it looks like Jenna and Rona are just neck and neck, with maybe Jenna slightly further ahead. Yes, Jenna touches. So it looks like it's Eve, Jenna, Rona, then Kayla going into the last leg. Now these swimmers will be feeling it by now, but it'll depend very much on how they do. But it looks like Rona's making a comeback here. It looks like it's Eve safe in first, but is it going to be... Oh, so that was 4-2, so that was Eve first, Orkney second, Rona touching just third. There was 0.04 of a second in that, and then Kayla in fourth place. So again, these guys must be putting in every last bit of energy that they have, and there's still relays to come. But tremendous display of swimming from them all. Still 150-metre swim from the relay team members to go. So we'll give them a few minutes to get prepared for that, because there's a separate walkout for the relays. Plus it'll give them a bit of a chance to rest. If I was doing this, I'd certainly be taking as much time as possible to get ready for the next one. Really, really close. There can't be more than a couple of points separating both teams at the moment. Okay folks, good to join you again. Just a small technical hitch there for a minute or two, but we're back online and it's ready for the relays. So in a few moments the teams should be coming out, and then we'll be underway with the last two events of this particular event. The point separation is so small that the relays will make the difference to who wins this or not. So here's the Shetland swim team first for the relay. So here comes the Shetland male and female teams. We'll announce the names for them once the actual events are underway. But they're all ready to go. This is their last swim, so they've given everything already, so they've still got that extra little to give just for these freestyle relay only. So at least it's 50 free. Again, very important that they get everything right on this, because the last thing anybody wants is to do a flyer when they do their changeover at the relay itself. There's so many things that have got to be just right. And now here's the Orkney team walking on. And again, it is literally everything to swim for this time, so they've been through events like this lots of times, so they are used to this, but still, considering the very, very close points at the moment. It's the Captain Fraser getting the audience ready to go. So it's the male Open 200 freestyle relay, and the Shetland team are in lane 3, and summing off first we have Finlay Geddes, followed by Tyler Coots, then we have Lockie Bullock going third, and in the anchor position we've got Magnus below. In lane 4 we've got the Orkney team, and starting off we've got Fraser Burton, followed by Craig Burton in lane. Then we've got Jack Wallace and Alfie Price finishing in the anchor position for Orkney. So everybody just getting themselves psyched up and ready to go. Very, very close still. And again, we've got Fraser and Finlay here. It looks like they're turning almost identically. Fraser maybe marginally ahead, like surfacing first from the turn. And it looks like Fraser's going to get in here at the touch, but there's a lot to swim for here, and that's Fraser 26.34, 26.74 for Shetland. So again, hundredths of seconds separating everyone. So that's Tyler off, Tyler Coots for Shetland off, and Tyler's into the turn first, followed by Craig Burton, and it looks like Tyler Coots is just marginally ahead here, with Craig Burton coming in to touch, and again it's just going to be in the touch. Both swimmers off, both changeovers look safe, so you've got Jack Wallace and Lockie Bullock against each other here, and it looks like Lockie might just be getting into the touch. Yes, Lockie's clearly turned first, so it's going to be very much in the last leg unless Jack can pull back about a couple of strokes, and he is. Yes, he is going in there. It looks like Jack is going to touch first, and it's down to Alfie. Alfie off first, Magnus off second, and it really will be down to this last swim, but it looks like Alfie is out there by about half a body length, but he's still got 25 metres to go. In and out of the turn before Magnus. But again, it looks like Magnus is digging deep here. Digging deep, and he's making a bit of ground on him, but not enough. It looks like Alfie's going to touch first, and Alfie's in there. And Magnus in there second. Again, less than a second and a half separating everybody. What a fantastic swim from both teams. Nobody's giving up any of the points, so we'll just have to see what happens in the final relay. So we've got the female 200 metres freestyle relay coming up next. And I think these lads will be absolutely shattered by now. So it's just down to this last relay, and again we've got Shetland in lane 3, and in Shetland we've got Kylan Robertson, who's going off first for Shetland, followed by Carrie Preacher second. Then we've got Abby Taylor with Kayla Johnson in the anchor position. For Orkney in lane 4, we've got Tamsin Blowfield going off first, followed by Caitlin Smith, followed by Amelia Tomlin, and then finally we've got Eve Wood finishing in the anchor position. So they all look very determined, so this is going to be a close swim, I think.
And in lane 3 for Shetland, we have Keelan Robinson.
And they're off with Kaelin in lane 3 and Tamsin in lane 4. And they're very, very even here. Again, it looks like they're going to turn identically. Yep. And out. Maybe Tamsin's surfacing a bit earlier there. But both are neck and neck. There's maybe half a body length in it at the moment. And if they can just touch. Again, there goes Caitlin. The changeovers can make a tremendous difference. So as Caitlin actually pulled back that, so again, they look like they're pretty well even. As they go into the turn, again, it looks like Carrie's just taken there. Yes, Carrie's surfaced first, but Caitlin looks like she has managed to make some ground. And it looks like Caitlin is gaining here on Carrie, so I think Caitlin is just going to touch first, but it's all on the fingertips. There's nothing separating these teams. And that's Amelia off for Orkney and Abby off for Shetland. So again, both hitting there, but it looks like Carrie's to the turn first with Amelia less than a few hundredths of a second behind. So again, going into the last 12.5 metres, we've got, yes, Abby's definitely got about a half to a body length lead, so it's going for Eve. Everything's going to be in this last swim here, and what a tremendous start for Eve. She has actually caught Kayla in the start and changeover. Now they're going in there and they're neck. Now we can just see whether Kayla can hold it. No, Eve has passed her in the turn there, and now she's powering ahead. What a fantastic finish. And there, we've got a first for Orkney, second for Shetland, and again, 1 minute 55.15 for Orkney, 1:56.91 for Shetland. So very, very close indeed, but tremendous swims from both teams. And I think that finish has totally got everybody, they're so happy. Well done, all the swimmers. I've not had a chance to total up the points yet, but that looks awfully like it's an Orkney victory. Well done, everyone. What a great competition it's been. Everybody's just giving everything for that. So absolutely tremendous, guys. Couldn't have, just brilliant swims all round. So we'll go over now to the wait until we can get the totals, and then we'll get the presentations. But really, I've not seen a competition of like junior intercounty swimming like this for about, God, it must be about 30 years. But no doubt we'll get all the statistics and things soon enough. My goodness, that was quite the competition today. Hands with each other now. But they've all done fantastically well today. You know, everybody's got a huge amount to be proud of, and also it just shows how much, I suppose, how strong swimming in the Orkney and Shetland is now.
Go back into your positions that you were in at the start, please, when you did your walk on.
Yep, so we're just about getting ready for the presentation ceremonies now.
Okay, before I announce the results, you'll have to bear with me, but that's what it might take sometime, okay? It gives me great pleasure to invite Meg Gibson to poolside to present this year's Junior Inter-County Swimming Cup. Meg? Meg, as many of you will know, is the wife of the late Ian Gibson. Ian dedicated his life to swimming, from learning at Scapa Beach to officiating national and international competition. In fact, he'll have dedicated more years to swimming than most of us here have been alive. For many of us, he's been there for both us and our children. His journey began at Scapa Beach under the guidance of Mr. and Mrs. Keldy, and in 1961, Ian joined the inter-county swimming team, breaking the 50-yard breaststroke record. His commitment grew when he helped to establish a disabled swimming club in 1972, and this led to a lifelong dedication to the sport. Ian held various roles in both Kirkwall and Orkney amateur swimming clubs, contributing as a coach, president and treasurer. He also officiated at numerous local, district, national and international meets, earning respect for his expertise and his calm leadership. The pinnacle of Ian's refereeing career was being the lead referee at the Island Games in Shetland in 2005. His dedication and skill earned him many awards, including the prestigious Life Membership of North District in 2015 and into Orkney Sporting Hall of Fame. Ian's impact on Orkney swimming and the wider community remains profound and enduring, and he is never far from our thoughts at big events like this. And so, as we remember a remarkable man, we are honoured and privileged to have his lovely wife Meg here with us today to present the trophy to the winning team. I can now announce the score. Shetland have 44.5.
So if you didn't hear that, it was Shetland 44.5.
And the winners with 52.5 points.
And Orkney with 52.5 take the trophy today. Well done, Orkney. Well done, everyone.
So could I now ask our victorious captains here to say a few words?
I'll try to keep it as short as I can. I'll probably start crying. I would just like to say thank you to you all, everyone. It was an amazing atmosphere today. I genuinely couldn't have asked for more. Shetland, unbelievable, as always. Amazing swims from all of you. I couldn't thank you all for coming down here in such a special event. And for my team as well, unbelievable. I can't put into words how I would even like to say two special mentions and Melbourne.
It was just phenomenal. Honestly, we've worked so hard this year for everything that we've done. It's just finally happened again. I mean, over like 2 decades, we've been trying to get this, and we finally got it. I was going to say a few special mentions. One to Craig for stepping up at the last minute, showing a 100 fly. And also Caitlin for doing this event. Caitlin is great doing Backstroke and just doing all these events after half time.
So I now like to ask Meg to present the trophy to the winning captain.
You can see how much it means to all the swimmers here. They've just worked so hard for this, as Eve was saying, and really, a very, very hard fought but well-deserved win for them.
I'd now like to ask the Shetland captains to come forward and say a few words.
First of all, we'd like to say a massive well done to Orkney. You all sound so well, and it's really well deserved.
Yeah, we'd also like to say well done to our team. There's some, there's all the close races and that to the run the way. Well done.
And everyone else back in Shetland for everything that you have to do.
We'd also like to thank the massive thank you to all the officials. You guys put so much work. That's thanks to all the volunteers and all you guys for sitting through this heat. It can be that fun, I'm sure. And it's an amazing atmosphere you always get, so thank you very much. We'd also like to say thank you to our sponsors, James Garage and GLTC.
Everyone's welcome to Wellesley, but we'd like to say a special welcome to Eve for breaking her records and for you guys for being here.
And then last of all, can we have 3 cheers for Orkney, everybody? So, a bit. A bit. A bit.
Can we also do 3 cheers for Shetland? Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Well done, guys.
So now we're representing our each team, so she's going to come along and present to the Shetland team first.
That's all good for the end of the competition medal presentations now.
the Junior and the County Committee, because what a lot of work they put into organising this event. All the officials, timekeepers, poolside helpers, and all the other people who are behind the scenes. And also, I think you need to give your coaches a huge round of applause. And while you're doing that, thank your parents who get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take your training. And then finally, thanks to all of you guys. You have been a tremendous support and it's really raised the whole level. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And this one is for Ian Gibson.
Special thank yous to a few people, and it's to you, Mayor. Thank you to Leslie for helping out with all the music and all this. Thank you to Neil who helped with the live stream. Thank you very much, Neil.
One final thing before we go is, I want to say good luck to the football and netball. I hope you really